Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Yeah, we can say what we want to say. Yeah, that's why we're going to play a fun game here called What's the Word on the KVJ After the Show podcast here today. Now, how you play the game here, What's the Word, is we've replaced a word from a popular movie title with the word butthole. Okay, so you have to tell us the word that we replaced, and we can go around the room here, and if you miss, then you are eliminated.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah. Denny's, if we can get him in here, we can maybe get one more player if he wouldn't mind. I know he's in there busy getting other stuff done, but it'll just take a second.
I don't know if I can say this one.
You got one going over there?
I do.
Okay. All right, so I have got the movie titles for you here. That's the convenient thing about this. And I have replaced one word with the word butthole. And you've got to tell me what the actual word was in the movie title. If you miss, you're out, okay?
I'm excited.
You miss, you're out. All right, Virginia, the first one. Dude, where's my butthole?
Car.
That is correct.
Pretty easy one. That one's easy.
Yeah.
Are you excited because you like this game, or are you excited because it's talking about buttholes?
Both. Why can't I live in both lanes?
That's right. Okay, Jaybird. The Texas Butthole Massacre.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Correct. You survived.
That's hilarious.
So fun.
Butthole's a funny word.
It
I'm
is.
so sorry.
Denny's, my big fat Greek butthole.
That's pretty good. Wedding.
Very nice.
Nice.
Okay, Virginia, your first one in round 2.
Wait, I took this serious. Now I get it. I thought it was really a tight competition. I think they're all going to be obvious,
Oh,
right?
it's tight.
Yeah.
It's going to be real tight. Now, play to win, Mama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin's just warming us up.
Yeah, I
Okay.
am. I did start a little bit easier.
Okay, lull me into a false sense of security.
Charlie and the Chocolate Butthole.
And I know that movie so well, so it does it, and it makes it feel like he's pooping out chocolate.
Wouldn't it be great if you could?
Oh my gosh, so that's heaven. That's heaven in a nutshell.
Factory, Kev.
Factory is correct. Okay. Jaybird, what's the word? He's just not that into butthole.
He's just not that into you.
Yes.
Yay.
Okay.
Every guy's into butthole.
I don't think that's true.
I know, I'm just kidding.
I don't think Kevin's into butthole.
I'm sure he doesn't mind one, though.
He'd take it at this point.
I'll take any orifice you'll give me.
Nose,
Even
ear.
if it's not his first pick, I mean, at this point,
Just give me an orifice, I'll make it happen.
he'd take belly button.
Okay, Denny's, to stay alive. There's something about butthole.
That's good.
I mean, all these are so good.
Something about Mary.
Yes, very nice. To stay alive here. Okay, Virginia. Next up, what's the word? Lethal Butthole 2. It's a sequel.
Show me weapon.
Yes, very nice.
Some buttholes are weapons.
They are, and they're lethal.
Give me some ice cream. I'll show you.
Okay, Jaybird, what's the word? Honey, I shrunk the butthole.
Kids, and it just doesn't feel right.
Especially when you say I shrunk the kids' buttholes. Don't do that.
They're already tiny.
Okay, Denny's, what's the word? It's a wonderful butthole.
That's good. It's a wonderful life.
Yes. He's still alive.
I don't think you're going to stump us. We're really into buttholes.
You guys are really good. You guys are really good at this game. Okay, they will get a little bit more difficult here.
Okay.
Okay, Virginia, what's the word? Journey to the center of the butthole.
Show me Earth.
Very nice. Okay.
All right, they get a little tougher.
They are getting a little tougher.
I got to strap in.
Strap on.
Okay, next up here. What's the word, Jaybird? Stop or my butthole will shoot.
Stop or my mom will shoot.
All right, still in it. All right, Denny's, what about this? The man with the golden butthole.
The man with the golden gun.
Very nice. Okay.
It's good, clean fun.
It is.
Virginia, what is the word here? We've replaced one word from a popular movie title with the word butthole. 12 angry buttholes.
Show me men.
Yes. Jaybird, your word? Raging butthole.
Oh, man. Raging bull.
Okay, all right. You got that one. Denny's, Big Mama's butthole.
Big Mama's house.
Yeah.
Very nice.
What if the entire podcast was 33 minutes of us just playing this game? Nobody loses. No one breaks. I'm into it.
I've got just one more round maybe here to try to shake you guys.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here. Next up. How to train your butthole. Virginia.
How to train your dragon.
Oh,
Nice.
Close.
Almost got her.
Which I always thought that sounded sexual, too. How to train your dragons. They always it's like you're
Take
training-
off your pants. I'll show you.
It sounds like your dragon's the dick. You're like, I'm training my dick.
How to drain your dragon.
Yeah, I don't know. I always thought that sounded weird. Let's get back to buttholes.
Yeah. Let's get back to what we know and love.
I'm derailing with weird stories.
Okay, Jaybird, your movie is My Bloody Butthole.
Oh.
My Bloody Valentine?
You're correct.
Yay.
Oh.
And go to the doctor.
Okay, Denny's. Fun with Dick and Butthole.
Fun with Dick and Jane.
Okay.
That's a good
stuff.
one. That's a good one.
Can you get this one, Kev? The Butthole Kid.
The Butthole Kid.
I know it.
Virginia?
Karate.
Boom.
I was going to say
okay.
Cisco.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought there were a few.
Well, it could have been taking any answers.
Cisco.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cisco
yeah.
Kid.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. One more for you, Virginia. Kiss the Butthole.
Kiss the girls.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a creepy movie.
That is a scary
I'm
movie.
talking about Kiss the Butthole. That's a creepy movie.
I'd rather watch Kiss the Butthole than Kiss the Girls. I'm afraid of horror movies.
Yeah.
Okay, Jaybird. James and the Giant Butthole.
James and the Giant Peach.
That's a funny one.
And finally here, Denny's. The Hurt Butthole.
Oh.
The Hurt Locker.
Okay.
There
very
he
nice.
is.
Perfect score, y'all.
No, you guys are just too good. I can't stump anybody.
We're the
You
with that.
can't
Butthole
shake
team.
us with your
I
butthole.
can't shake you. Yeah, no, you guys know too much about buttholes or movies or both. Diana sent in this email, said, yeah, Kev, heard you talking a little bit about history today, and I remember the new special by John Leguizamo called Latin History for Morons. His specials are super funny, and this one is not just hilarious, but also very informative and eye-opening. Hope you can check it out. Interested to hear what you think. Yeah, I love John Leguizamo. He's really
funny.
good. Yeah, and to me, I love racial comedy. I do. I always have. It makes me laugh all the way back to Eddie Murphy and your Dave Chappelle's and your Chris Rocks, and it's very funny. And if you come from a place of love and appreciation for all the differences that we have, it is hysterical. And I feel like if we are in the right place, you should be able to laugh and bust on each other all day long because you know it comes from a right place.
If you're at a comedy show and everyone's laughing and it's coming from a place of fun, yes. But we're in different times, man. Even people like what you're talking about. I mean, we had a whole debate today about saying, was it Gracias,
Gracias, yeah.
Gracias, yeah. So if that's going to offend people, racial comedy is going to offend people, and you're seeing it more and more
Yeah.
I mean, especially on college campuses.
Well, and what I always keep saying is you're always going to have people that try to muddy up the waters. And if you can find a like friend group, you know what? You guys have your fun, you do your thing, and just ignore all the haters. We have to get to a point where if you know in your heart of hearts and you have discussions and you're open to it, you can't make everyone happy. In fact, in this world, you really can't make anyone happy.
Well, the only reason why I bring that up is there's been a few comedians that have been shut down in the middle of their set.
Yeah.
Where who's ever running the college, the entertainment section, whoever sets up the speeches or whatever, they will go in there and shut people down in the middle of their set if they don't like what they're saying.
I'm not a big fan of that. I'm a big fan if you don't like it, then go somewhere else. And, I'm not a fan of hate speech. I don't like that.
Of course not.
But, hey, if it's not that, then stop.
John Leguizamo, too, is one of those guys that's really smart and very well spoken and really paints a picture. And he's a great actor. I think he is such a talented guy.
He is. He's a really good actor. I love him. And have you ever seen Son of Sam?
No.
Or Summer of Sam. It's such a good movie.
He can riff and he can go off the cuff and he's genuinely funny, genuinely talented, and can just improv. To me, that is fun to watch. He's talented.
Yeah, I would love to check that out. And I think, too, that, in the discussions that we continue to have, a lot has been put on Black Lives Matter and everything. But, there's a bigger racial discussion that could happen for the entire country and all different races as well. It's it's everybody that is included with this. I was actually just watching a special last night at 30 for 30. ESPN does great documentaries, and it's the one they just came out with on Sunday about Bruce Lee. And it talks about all the racial stereotypes that Chinese Americans were dealing with, and there's a lot there in the Asian community, and it covers a lot of that. And it was eye-opening for me just to even learn about that. It makes me realize that it's not just one race. There's a lot.
It's a layered conversation.
Yes, it really is. There's a lot of people that need to have attention to that. So let's not forget everybody that is involved with this discussion. I got this email about massages. Milika said, hey, I was just listening to the show when Virginia was talking about massages, and I had an appointment at PJ National for a massage because I've been having neck and back pain too. However, PJ just called me on Friday to cancel my appointment because Palm Beach did not go into phase 2. I almost cried. Massages will be allowed when we start phase 2.
So I can't go?
I don't know. That's what that email says. Now, the email that's sent in tomorrow.
Where is yours? Where's your massage? Which county?
It was Palm Beach County. It was a brand new place. They want to start doing commercials, so they wanted me to go in there and check it out.
Well, they may not be open. They may just be getting ready to do the deal with you, right?
But if they're not open, they can't give me a massage. If it's not legal, I certainly don't want to get the massage. I don't need to get Robert Crafted.
See, I think
driving home and get pulled over for getting an illegal massage, and I didn't even get a happy ending.
I think I'm looking for one of those illegal massages. Some of us want a happy
Some people
ending.
do. Yeah. Some people do. Mm-hmm. And you're talking earlier on The Dirt today with the Jeff Bezos story that he could have been the first 200 billionaire.
Yeah, it was crazy.
If it weren't for his divorce that had happened where he lost a good chunk of money.
I'll pull up the story. I was like, what? Jeff?
Yeah.
He's Amazon, right?
Yeah, he's in control of Amazon and soon Planet Earth.
Yeah.
Engineer Keith sent this in, said, if you made $1 million every week since the birth of Christ, you still would not have as much money as Jeff Bezos.
What?
Holy shit.
That's pretty impressive.
And
that's
he's
$1 million every week since the birth of Christ.
Does he donate a lot? I don't know much about him.
Yeah, I think he just, was it $100 million? I believe he just gave to, I'm not sure which organization specifically, but I think that was him. I know I know Michael Jordan made, I think, $100 million donation, and I thought that's what Bezos's was, but who knows?
Got ya.
Could have been $100 billion. You know what? It could have been $100 billion, and he'd still be fine.
He's going to be the world's first trillionaire if he stays where he is. And it's just 2026. That's when he'll be the trillionaire.
Well, he got to stop getting divorced.
Yeah. Don't marry them. Duh.
So when you have that kind of money and you can get anything you want, do you always have every meal prepared for you? Or is he the kind of guy that, one day he just gets up and gets an Uncrustable? Does that not happen when you make that kind of money?
I don't know. I think that would be one of the first things I would get if I was super rich is a personal chef. It would go driver, personal chef.
You would just become, that's how people become out of touch, though, I feel like. When everyone's doing every little basic thing for you, and you do that for a long time, if someone's holding all your shit all the time, you're never in charge of your own shit, even as far as cooking your own meal, I think you start to get out of touch.
Driver, chef, nanny, I'm good. Everybody can do everything.
It's all good. You're set, huh?
Take out your own trash? No.
No. I don't do that now.
That's right. From what you say, it sounds like Pan, I don't either.
Oh! Not on my anniversary.
Sorry, Panda.
Not on my pandiversary.
Oh, it
is your pandiversary.
It's my pandiversary.
It's adorable.
Is it?
We get some love going on tonight?
Adorable / nauseating.
I hope Panda's going to get some sugar.
I hope so, too. You got to ask these kids.
Oh, okay. What are they doing tonight? Do they have a place to go?
Hopefully they don't have cock blocking on their plan. But
Did
you
check
never
their calendar?
know.
Did they pencil that in?
I hope not.
You look at Mag's calendar, cock block mom and dad. What? If you want, I will come over, make you guys a romantic dinner, and after the dinner, I will take the kids out for whatever. Ice cream.
Okay.
Do you want that deal?
Of course.
Is this one of those things we used to talk about and we don't do?
I don't know.
Because I'm here.
I mean, I'm here too. I live so far from you, though. I don't want to put you out.
It's your anniversary. I'll fucking drive up there. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Talking about Bezos and his money. He's doing it right. There's a reason why he's that rich. I was looking at the best coronavirus safety measures and who is employing them. Whole Foods, number one. They sent in researchers and they compared safety measures to 5,700 major grocery stores across the U.S. and Whole Foods is ranked number one. 98% of employees wearing face masks or coverings while inside. 91% of employees remaining 6 feet apart while interacting with customers. They said they were the absolute best.
I was just there over the weekend, and I agree. I think they've done a great job. And I think Publix, at least the Publix that I go to, has done an outstanding job. The one off Village Boulevard, I feel like the management's got it on lock.
They rank Costco second and Trader Joe's third.
Damn. No Publix love.
I don't think Publix is everywhere.
No, in fact, Kroger, that's the first. Well, I mean, I had a couple jobs, but that was the first real actual job where I got a written out paycheck. And that is a massive supermarket chain that is basically up north. And I think they have them as far south as Georgia. But for some reason, they don't penetrate into Florida. Maybe they don't want to take on Publix. But Kroger, I think, is the nation's largest grocery store chain.
The one thing with Publix, I'd love to sit down with them. You can order pizza at Publix now. It's pretty awesome. But it comes pre-made and it only has pepperoni on it. I would just say maybe offer a cheese pizza. I don't know. Not everyone likes pepperoni.
Okay.
You get a face-to-face, and that's what you bring up?
No, that's one. No,
He's got it out.
He's got a laundry list.
But it's all productive talk. I would lead the conversation. Publix, I love you. And to me, you are the best.
I think the new stores that they're building, they're putting the hot foods, and they're realizing that, the markup on that hot food is fantastic.
It really is, man.
And the cost for them is super low. So, yeah, duh.
I used to get so excited going to Greenwise, just driving to Greenwise Publix, because I knew they made hot, fresh grilled cheeses. They made hot, fresh pizza. I mean, baby. They had a little hot bar.
Are you mansplaining, Publix?
No,
is.
I think I'm just going down memory lane.
We know. The new one, too, just outside of Abacoa has all that, too.
It does?
Yeah.
Hot bar?
In Alton? Yeah. Bitch, they got all kind of hot bar in there.
That area would be fancy.
Really?
I think all the new Publix that have the square footage, you have to have the square footage. But if they have the new square footage, of course they're going to put that stuff in because they're making money hand over fist.
They used to have, I don't know if they still do because I haven't been to one of their hot bars in a while. They'd have this big, almost kind of like a cardboard bucket. where you could
Cardboard bucket doesn't seem like it would hold stuff well.
No, it doesn't.
It's the thing you put your food in, and you could just put in so many mashed potatoes.
Oh, you mean like the to-go container?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it does have like a sealant on it.
yeah.
It's not just like regular cardboard.
You know, you cleaned it up for me.
Got an email here from Karen. Karen.
Don't go yelling at nobody this week, girl.
She says she started laughing out loud listening when Jaybird was talking about the Palm Beach Gardens legend, the old tan guy that did yard work every day in his thong. She said we used to drive by him all the time as well. And yes, he loved to bend over just at the right moment.
You would beep the horn. I mean, it's right by the high school, so you could only imagine the shit that guy heard.
Was he doing it on purpose, or was he really just an oblivious guy?
This guy had the best manicured lawn I've ever seen. He just was a dude that loved to wear his Speedo, that rode up in his crack, and he loved to do yard work. He was always shirtless and just so tan from the sun.
Karen said in some bizarre way, it wasn't creepy. He was just tan, old, and proud.
Huh.
Yeah, it was not creepy.
He wasn't trying to show you the goodies. He was just about lawn maintenance and staying cool.
That's why he's a legend.
I think my dad knew a little bit about him, and I believe he was European. Jason, my dad also worked with your dad at Pratt Whitney.
No shit.
That's cool.
I wonder who her dad is.
Yeah, he said he absolutely remembers him. Yeah, said he was a great guy. So anyway, thanks for the old memory. So there you go.
I love it.
Yeah, he said, and Karen said, if I close my eyes, I can still see that fruit basket wrapped in a tight, shiny blue thong, scarred into memory.
It's so true.
You'd like to reach out there, sir.
I wish you could see it.
European does explain a lot, too. I think that European men lean to Speedo and they don't have any apprehension.
I just love when somebody is themselves like that and they don't give a shit. They're just, fucking make fun of me. I don't care. Yeah, I got my balls hanging out and I'm doing my lawn. Deal with it.
Yeah. After a while, you just kind of like stop caring.
He was older too, and I think that comes with age, man.
Stephen dropped this in about Prince Andrew. Is going to be interesting to see what happens with him. It looks like he's going to have to be held accountable. The U.S. is trying to get him here to question what happened.
And how does all that work? Do they go over and take him out of the castle? Like,
I don't know.
Does the queen try to step up and save him? Can she save him if she wanted to?
The queen's son, right? That's what he is, Prince Andrew. Yeah. And Stephen said, besides removing Andrew from all royal duties, Mother did not promote him to the rank of admiral, which was his sovereign right, on his birthday recently. Also, his passport does not have a surname. It states Andrew, Prince of Royal Blood. The real surname was Saxe-Coburg, but they changed that during World War I to Windsor because of the German connection that they had there. And so he is apparently almost as far out as you can almost push him to the fringes, and this will be the final test. If they try to extradite him back to the U.S. to question him about, was he partaking in behavior that was illegal. And this would have happened, at least the one account that they had, the eyewitness that said they saw him frolicking with the underage topless girl in the pool. That was in the U.S. Virgin Islands. So
Right.
What kind of jurisdiction and crimes are you talking about? And if he did start breaking down saying, yeah, I did, but it was here, and I don't know. Because that girl, I believe, is saying that she had many sexual encounters with him, correct? When she was underage?
Yes.
Virginia, whatever her name might be?
Virginia Roberts Guilfrey.
Yes. Okay. Be fascinating to find out how that goes. Got an email from Troy, who is talking all the way back to a podcast from Halloween of 2019. He said, I was randomly listening to the show, and I was just curious how Jason's house hunting is going, because during that day's After the Show podcast, Jaybird made this comment about how you could punish him if he doesn't have a house by Halloween of this year. He said, quote, if I don't have a house by next Halloween, I want you to punch me straight in the balls. I will have a house next year. You can speed bag my nards if I don't have a house by October of Jason Shutters, 20. Jason takes a second to think, 20. Okay, so there you go. So if Jaybird doesn't have a house by Halloween, we should step it up in 2020. Let
You were
Virginia
looking this weekend.
and
Yeah,
Pamela go nard
honestly,
hunting.
we're still on pace for that. I should be. That should still go. I mean, everything's looking pretty good right now. The whole COVID thing kind of slowed everything down, and we were all just kind of watching to see what that was, and Jen and Denny wanted to wait a little bit longer. So the reason why, because people keep asking why we were waiting, we want to make sure that we live near each other. Me and Denny's do a lot of work with one another, and I just know how it is. When you live close, if we live close, we'll get a lot more done for the show.
Sure.
And if I live too far away, we just won't. So we are trying to live on the same street. We would live next door to each other if we could. That's hard to find.
You could back up to each other, ass to ass, your properties.
I don't hate any of that. I love it. But yeah, we're still looking, and it's looking like we should be. Both of us having different houses in October.
You sent me a picture over the weekend. Is that the neighborhood you're looking at still?
I think we were gonna go to Palm Beach Gardens, but after talking about it, it's really nice to live by the station. It's just nice to be close by. Mm-hmm. So we're looking at West Palm, I think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Got an email from Astra. Said, I had a hypothetical question. I've been listening all the way since 99 through now, and I listen to all your shows every day. I know the bond is strong, work is like fun, and all that good stuff. So the question is, would either one, like Kev, Virginia, or Jaybird, move to a different station outside of Florida if any one of you were offered a very good pay/benefits package? Would you guys even consider, or just to even talk about it? Just curious. Okay. Leaving and going, like, let's say somebody's like, hey, come to the Big Apple, but you got to come by yourself, and here's a ton of money. Boom, dropping it on you.
We want fucking Virginia in New York. We need her.
That's right.
I've already tried that. It didn't work out.
I
was in New York.
Tried Miami, too. You're running out of big cities.
They asked me to leave.
Let's go try to burn a bridge in Chicago next.
Virginia, what are your thoughts? Big radio offer comes for you solo in another city somewhere else. Money's great, opportunity's great, all that looks good. Do you take it? What are your thoughts on it?
I'm leaning no. I don't live in a world of absolutes, that's for sure. But I'm leaning no because the grass is not always greener. And I think that we are lucky to have friendship and honorable people that we work with. And in this business, that's very, very hard to find.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of teams and people, and especially morning shows, just implode because you didn't have people of character and people of good hearts. And I think that we have that. Plus, we have fun and we have chemistry.
And the other thing, too, I think what we do that a lot of people don't do in a group setting when you're being creative, because it's difficult, we're able to forgive each other if we get on each other's nerve. If we have a fight or anything, we'll have a fight and we won't hold on to it. We're able to get through it like a family. That's my opinion.
It's true. I think that we're a little bit different, and we're lucky because not all morning shows have this kind of a bond. And this is something that you wouldn't necessarily want to F up for money.
Sure, yeah.
If you love what you do and you really appreciate going to work and being with you guys like I do, and you realize how lucky you are, that has a way more value than just a monetary number.
Yeah.
It really does. And at the end of the day, are you going to sit on your deathbed and go, oh, I'm so glad that I made all this money? No, you're going to be happy for the life and the experiences and the time that you spent and the journey.
Moving is appealing for me after my career. Like moving to Vermont or moving to Oregon after trying to make money and do all that stuff in life.
When we get fired for the final time.
Yeah, but I mean, first of all, I love living in South Florida. I grew up here. I have family down here. I mean, that right there alone is something that would be a difficult thing for me.
Yeah. So
But
you don't
what
see
kind
yourself...
of money are they offering me? There's always some money. I could leave you two assholes in the... No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Boom, I'm out of here. See ya. I'm gone.
I love my gig here.
What would you say to that question, Kev?
You're right about the absolutes, but I'm 90% positive that it would not be my thing. I don't really see myself doing radio after KVJ. And, you know, I've thought through different scenarios, got my little taste with the sports show and all that kind of stuff. And honestly, I'm not. Some people just freaking love broadcasting. I don't. I don't. I'm not lying. I love being with you guys and hanging out. But
there's a lot of people that you wouldn't want to do this with in this business.
Some people are just like, I couldn't imagine doing anything else. I'm like, really?
I'm one of those people. I love to broadcast. I think this is my dream job.
Yeah.
I'm very happy talking on a microphone. I think it's very fun.
Yeah.
And I wake up every morning excited.
But a lot of that fun is because of who we are lucky to work with and have, in this little nest of love and respect and fun. It's not like this everywhere.
No, it's not. I went through, when I was in Kansas City, I got a real great appreciation for it because I was there 2 years, and I think I went through maybe 4 or 5 different incarnations of a morning show.
And those people worked with each other, and a lot of them hated each other.
Yeah, it was
Imagine
rocky.
going into work every day and having to fake like we like each other.
Yeah, it's tough to get it to work. And honestly, for me, I think my second act is going to be public service kind of thing. I probably really will go into like politics or things like that of that nature. Because
Yes.
I'm getting more involved in social issue stuff, and I really want to. I love South Florida, and I don't see myself leaving. I want to be a part of the community and want to be in it. So if you guys ever see my name on a freaking ballot, all KVJ Nationers better vote for me. I'll hunt you down. So that's probably where it would be. That piques my interest and grabs my desire more than it does trying to move to a different city somewhere else and trying to make another broadcasting show happen. And honestly, I don't know what the future of radio is. I don't know where it's. I think it's going to look completely different. And we're transitioning to that already ourselves right now. So.
Yeah. This is a podcast.
Yes. So, you
I
know.
mean, could you imagine going to a different city right now and not only
And starting over.
building a team up again where you need a producer and you need a new female, you need a new goofy guy or whatever the formula is. You're gonna build all that up. That is fucking tiring.
Yeah, I wouldn't try to ever recreate KVJ. It would be, if I did anything, it would be a different formula. I would do something different. That's where the 10% would come in. Where if somebody's like going, I want you to do that whole thing again. We got this guy that we're going to call P-Bird, and then we got...
P-Bird.
I'm like, what? Trust me, they do goofier stuff than that. Like, we're gonna redo the whole thing. And I'd be like, nah, I'm good. One time around KVJ, and that's it.
I mean, if KVJ disband, I would still try to do broadcasting somewhere. If you guys didn't want to do it anymore, I would still want to do it.
I would probably do the same thing. I would still try to have a broadcasting finger in the pudding, but I would also try to have 5 other fingers in 5 other puddings. I kind of figured out that if you have more things going on, you'll make more money. Like, I just think all your eggs in one basket maybe might not be the best long-term how you want to finish out your life situation.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Well, I just think, that would be the one thing, is it would be intriguing. Some people ride out broadcasting all the way to the grave, and, they do that. And who knows? I mean, that's still in the cards. I don't know where, when this thing will end.
You could do political stuff and still be on the microphone.
Absolutely.
People do that all the time.
Yeah, and that might be it.
You are, I know you're saying you don't like broadcasting and all that, but deep down, you're a radio animal.
No, I love doing this show, and it's fun. It still does, the challenge of coming up with all the stuff and the creativity. Yeah, I still love it. If I didn't love it, I'd be out. I'd just be like, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to get out of here. But no, I still love doing the show and all that. But the thought of starting from scratch in some town where nobody knows who the hell I am and it's just for money, I'm kind of like with you. I'm not a big money. I'm not driven or motivated by money.
And you are right when you say just some people on the air, they could be great on the air on their own or with their own group. But for whatever reason, not everyone mixes well. That happened back at one of our old stations where somebody called me in to do a couple live breaks with them. And they were kind of lengthy segments. And man, was it uncomfortable. It was fucking... The person was laughing at things that I was just saying, hey, how's it going? Like, I wasn't trying to be funny. Why are you laughing? It was just so uncomfortable.
It can be really awkward when it's forced.
Yes.
And they've put us on stage before where we have to co-host with people. And
Sometimes it's great.
Sometimes it's great, and it's worked well, but then there's other times when you're like, just someone, please, will you just drag me off this stage?
We won't say the name, but the time where I got into a fight with one of the other MCs because he went in on me. Remember that?
You started giving it back.
Don't say who it is.
I won't.
But we got into a very awkward.
On stage.
That motherfucker went after me first.
And so you did call him a motherfucker.
I did.
Not everybody's personalities could hang.
I don't know. I just didn't feel the chemistry with me and that guy.
Yeah, that's it. It's tough to do. So great question, Astra. But yeah, I don't think you would see it from any of us. And
Not yet.
No.
Not unless we were forced into that scenario.
Well, I'm still over here thinking I'm in my prime. Got at least 20 more
You
years.
may actually be before your prime. You don't know.
You don't
That's
even know.
true.
Don't even know, Jay-Bird.
The best is yet to come out of you.
I love it. Gosh, I love this fake enthusiasm.
Appreciate the emails. Any questions, whatever you want to know. That's what the After the Show podcast is all about. You can send them to us, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. Y'all have a good day. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.